All right, this morning we're about to go pick up the RV, the motorhome. I'm excited. Um, I bought this not too long ago. Let's see, I don't know. It was like I love this little guy, man. It's a nice little trailer. But I just purchased the motorhome, and it's gonna be fun. I'm I'm excited. I'm like a little kid on Christmas Day. Things are coming together, um, and I'm excited about the future. Very, very excited.
You know about most of the compartments. You got a key lock on your diesel fuel,
Mhm.
and it's got the same fueling. You can, if you have to, you can fuel at a big truck stop.
Okay.
Most people will pull into the RV section and just fill there.
Okay.
It's easier than messing with all those trucks.
Absolutely.
And on your outside door, it's got a real tight seal on it. Just push in a little bit,
Okay.
and it's got a real good tight seal on it.
All right.
And you can jump up and down this way. I can't anymore, but my knees won't let me.
So that's the step.
That's the
Step
step.
you get,
Yeah.
and then you got the grab bars to hang on to.
Okay.
In there. And of course you got all your storage. We put new props on most of these because they were weak. Okay, so we just went ahead and put new props on them so they'll stay open for you.
Thank you.
This is your starter kit. You get fresh water hose, a brass regulator. You always want to put this on the faucet,
Yep.
then put the hose to the RV.
Right.
That way you're controlling the pressure to 50 pounds of pressure in your RV.
Right.
Some of these places have 110 pounds pressure on their water lines. And they will sometimes blow lines in RVs if you try to put that much pressure on them. And we'll give you that. And this will go with, see, I got a 50 amp going to that dog bone there.
Yep.
Then it goes to a 30 amp.
Yep.
Okay, well this is where you can plug that 30 amp in if you wanted to say at home, plug it in to get the refrigerator going, that type thing. You can run the refrigerator or lights, all that stuff.
The big plug from the RV will not fit into our outside receptacle.
Right. That's what we give these adapters for.
Oh, that's what that is for?
Yeah, this is an adapter. This will go into like a regular house plug. Then you put that 30 amp into here with the 50 amp, and then what it does is it gives you power into the unit, so you can, you can run the microwave, stuff like that.
See, Vicky, it comes from the RV, and that thing is called a dog
Most
bone.
campgrounds will have a 50 amp. Usually they'll have a 50 amp where you can plug in 50 amp and you can run everything. Because it's got dual air conditioning and all that. So.
Oh, okay.
And we give you a starter pack of RV tissue. I really highly recommend you use RV tissue. It doesn't ball up like regular tissue does. It dissolves.
Yes.
You can get this at Walmart. Though. Don't buy it at an RV store.
Okay. It's
Okay,
too
buy it
expensive.
from Walmart because you'll pay way more at an RV store.
All right.
They have the same stuff. We give you a 10 pack of the chemical that goes into the toilet. And just unzip it. Each time after you dump, like right now the tank's empty, each time you get ready to start, just drop one of these in the tank through the toilet and put a little bit of water in there with it, and you're good till the tank's full.
Okay.
Okay? And there's 10 applications there, so you won't have to buy any of this for a little while. We give you a heavy duty, what they call a Dominator hose. It's like I was using there, the big heavy hose. They're nice because they're like 3 times as thick as these cheap ones you see in Walmart and stuff. And they also, you can shape them so they'll stay where you put them.
Okay.
They'll actually stay there. They won't flop around.
Okay.
And we give you that. That's all your starter kit there. Plus it has the approved connections for campgrounds because some of them require you screw in to their thing to make a tight seal. That comes with it. So
Okay.
you're all set there. Of course, you got lights in apartments.
That's good to know.
This is the other side of that compartment. It goes way back. You can put long stuff in there if you have to. You can have extra, if you have extra company, they could sleep in there, I guess.
That's funny.
They got a reading light, all that.
She likes cats, so put a cat down there.
Yeah. This is your water heater. It's got an automatic ignition. You don't have to come out here to light it ever. You just turn the switch on inside. This igniter, it'll open the gas and the igniter will ignite it. And it's got a thermostat on it so it won't get too hot. They do heat up pretty fast.
Okay.
They heat up real fast. So they should, if you don't run the water on the shower continuously too long, use the shower saver, the water saver. When you lather up and shut the water off, let it trickle.
Yes.
And then rinse off. You can get a couple good showers out of one of these tanks before you have to wait for it to heat up again.
Okay.
How long would you wait for it to heat up?
It usually takes about half hour.
Okay.
Most people, I tell them to leave this off until you're ready to either, you're going to be doing dishes or something, or you want to take a shower. About a half hour before, turn the water heater on. It saves on gas. There's no sense of leaving it run all the time. Here is your water system.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now the nice thing about this is you don't have to there is a manual fill on the other side where you can stick a hose in and fill your fresh water tank, but you really don't have to. You can hook your city water line up here, and say you're getting ready to hit the road and you want to fill your water tank, you just turn it to water tank fill.
Okay. Whoops.
That's the pump on right now. It's filling. Pump's coming out of the tank and filling the tank.
Yep.
But that's city water there. Now when you connect up to here, this will put pressure to the unit without using the pump. Okay?
Okay.
Then you got of course your light up under here. Outside shower. It has hot and cold water if you want to rinse, some stuff off or whatever, a dog, whatever, cat. Hang on to the cat. This is called a sandy flush. When you dump your waste tank while you're
that's
dumping,
cool.
hook the water hose up to there and turn it on. It has sprayers inside the tank to help rinse it out.
Does that make sense?
But just make
The waste
sure
tank.
when you use that,
Poop tank?
make sure that this is open when you use that draining. The big one is the waste tank. See, it says black holding.
Make sure that's open.
Make sure that's open whenever you put pressure to here,
Okay.
because otherwise it'll build up pressure in the tank. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
You don't
How
want
do
your
you
toilet.
open it? What do you do?
You
There's
pull
a-
this down. This
Push-
lever
pull it
pulls down.
Push it up for a second to show her that it moves up.
See,
Okay.
and then it goes right back up in.
So when
It's a
you're
valve.
using the gray holding tank, you have
The
to
gray
open it.
holding tank, now you can, now when you're at a campsite, you can leave this one open if you want to for your showers and stuff like that. It'll just run out. It won't build up in the tank. The gray tank is for your kitchen sink water, your bathroom sink water, and your shower. It's all just gray, what they call gray water.
Yes.
And your black water, always leave this closed until it's almost full,
Okay.
because you don't want to let the liquid go out and leave the solids in there. It won't flush like a regular house toilet.
Gotcha.
So you always want to get it full with the chemical, and then once it's almost full, you can open it up, turn your water onto here. It'll help spray it out.
Okay.
And when you start seeing clear water, it starts cleaning out and it's empty, you can shut your water off there and then close your valve back up.
Makes sense.
And it's all right here. Now, what I've added to this is it's a bear to get under there. Like if you say you wanted to park it and you wanted to dump your fresh water tank, instead of climbing all the way underneath there to that valve way in the center of the tank on your belly to try to get to the tank,
Yes.
I put a remote valve here.
Whoa.
And you look under there, you'll see the valve right there. Down on, kind of hard to get down there, but see the valve right there? I'll pull this. That
cool.
dumps your fresh water tank, see?
Got it.
And that keeps you from having to climb underneath there. You can
Nice.
pull it right in here.
Okay.
I want to do that because it's got, that way you got all your valves right here.
Okay. Thank
Okay? You can, don't even have to get down the ground for anything.
you. Sweet.
Well, after like coming back from a trip, for example, where do we go to empty the flat
Any
tank?
truck stop or any of those places usually have camper dump stations that you can dump. You just pull up, and some of them charge, a couple, $3, $4 to dump. But yeah, you can go to most of those places. They'll have a thing that says dump station,
Okay.
and yeah, and also when you park it, I would dump your fresh water. Make sure it's empty.
Oh, okay.
You don't
empty,
want it
that's
to set
empty,
in
yeah.
there, just set. And when you get ready to use it again, I'll show you when we go around the other side. There's a place where you can put like I say about a half a cup of bleach down there, and then fill it with water.
Mm-hmm.
Fill the tank up with water. Let it set overnight, the night before you're getting ready to go, and then dump it, and then let it flush out. That'll sanitize your tank,
Okay.
your freshwater
So
tank.
before you you go on a trip. You do
Yeah,
that.
I sanitize it so you know you have a good clean tank. So. This is the intake for the engine. You don't have to worry about that. It's bolted in. This, I put 2 brand new 950 amp batteries in here. These are your engine batteries.
Okay.
These start your engine. The batteries I had in there, they just, they were showing kind of good,
Yeah.
but we don't like to take a chance at it, so we just put new batteries in.
Okay.
We had a special order them all because nobody had this type of connection.
Wow.
So, but this gives you 1900 cold cranking amps to start that engine up.
Nice. Nice.
How long will a battery?
Usually about 5 years. That's why we like to put new batteries, because that way you get you get to know, say, okay, I got the batteries now. In 5 years, I should replace them. Even if they're working good, you should replace them, because batteries will go. All of a sudden, they'll just stop, and you don't want them to stop when you're out in the middle of someplace. And that's not a good place to have them stop. We did the same thing on the coach battery. We put 227, big heavy 27, that operates your lights and stuff when you're not hooked up to electric. We put 2 brand new batteries in there,
Okay.
so you got 5 years on those too.
Sweet.
And anytime you have a trouble with this battery, you just go to Interstate, okay? And they know the serial number on here, and they will, within, I think, the first year, they replace them.
Okay.
And after that, it's a little prorate, from there on.
Okay.
But Interstate will take care of you. They're all over the country, so.
Sweet.
Oh, and I cleaned all this stuff up, made sure everything is tight, clean. And I redid the tray here, make sure there was no acid in there or anything like that. It's all been redone. And you just take these pins out, flip those levers out, and pull the batteries out.
Got it.
Anytime you say you've forgotten you left the ignition on or lights on and something and it's dead, make sure you take the positive wires off before you put a charger on. Because this has an IntelliTech system, and it doesn't like that extra back feed
Got it.
on it. So just take, these are 9/16 socket. Just take these 2 off here.
Okay.
And just lift them off and put your charger on there.
Okay.
And you'll be fine.
Okay.
But
I
you just want to be careful, because like I said, this has the IntelliTech system in it.
Okay.
You don't want to fry that, because they're very expensive.
And what is this? What is this one?
Oh, this is the another back compartment.
Okay.
This is where most people, they were storing the cords and stuff like that. When you take that cord off,
I
just
gotcha.
roll it up and put it in here with all your adapters.
Okay.
Of course, this is where you check your oil stuff. Whenever you check your oil, make sure the engine's been shut down for at least a half hour
Okay.
before you check it. Okay? And transmission, of course, you check it while it's running.
Okay.
So, and this is your transmission stick. Okay? This is your oil. And you got your this is your engine stick here. You got to unlock it to pull it out.
Okay. Oh, that's the engine oil?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
This is where you fill it at.
Okay.
Oh, so you check on the right for the engine.
Check on the right for the engine. The left is on the
And the
transmission.
And for the engine oil, is it when it's dark is when it's dirty and it's
Usually
like a regular
on
vehicle?
diesels like this, every 10,000 miles, you change it.
Okay.
10,000 miles, or like some people say, every 6 months if it sets and stuff.
Okay.
But usually every 10,000 miles. It's got clean oil in the engine and got clean oil in the generator. It's all been serviced.
And the transmission is the same time that you change it? Same time as
Transmission,
engine?
I would check with Cummins, because they use the transmissions are linked with their engines. They could give you an idea of, transmissions usually don't have to be serviced that often. Usually they're, like 30,000, 40,000 miles.
This is an Allison transmission?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's got the Allison in it. And this lets you know when it's running, when your air filter is starting to get dirty. It'll start pulling down, and it'll tell you when it's getting close to being changed. Then you just go into any Cummins dealer. They can change out the air filter. They got to take that side off where that air intake is and everything. Pull that big filter like that. Or you can do it yourself.
Okay.
And that's located everywhere too? The Cummins?
Oh yeah, Cummins is everywhere. And see, this one has an Onan generator. Cummins bought Onan out, so they own Onan generators.
Okay.
So if you have a generator problem, just go to a Cummins dealer. They can take care of your generator.
Nice.
So
Nice.
this right here is your hydraulic reservoir. Okay. Check it periodically. Pull it off. See how much is in there. You want to leave it right about where it is now, right about here.
Is that for?
That's to run your slide out and your
Yes.
jacks.
Okay.
It's your hydraulic reservoir.
Okay.
How can you tell the level?
Well, you can
Because I
pull this
can't
off.
see.
Pull this off here. See the level right there.
Oh, okay.
It's a little.
Oh, and there's a maximum and a minimum
Right,
thing right there. on the side.
right. You don't want to, when the jacks are all the way in and the slides are all the way in, your level will be there. When be up here. When your slides are all out, it'll be down here.
Okay.
You don't want to overfill it. What happens?
Because it'll
if you
be
overfill
filled
it?
with.
Regular.
Right.
It's a high grade hydraulic oil they
Yeah.
use for jacks.
Okay.
I would get that at Cummins too,
Okay.
because they sell that stuff.
Okay.
I wouldn't buy the cheap stuff that they got in Kmart and stuff like that. I wouldn't bother with that. That's off because I got the battery off.
Okay.
But anyways, that's basically all you have to worry about in here. The access to the engine for maintenance is inside. You got to take the bed out, and they lift the thing up. And there's a cover there that goes over the engine.
Now there's a tiny solar panel on the top. Does that charge just the house batteries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Not the
house
engine batteries.
It won't do the engine batteries, no.
Okay.
And it has a little thing on there that shows you how much charge you're getting
Okay.
from it. And it's not a real high charge.
Sure. Sure.
know,
It's a trickle
yeah.
charge, right? This should be. That's the generator tailpipe. It's propane. This is the engine tailpipe. Diesel. That's all it is.
Now this is your ladder. It's a walkable roof.
Uh-huh.
You can get up there and walk around if you have to.
Okay.
Okay. This is an extension ladder that fits on there. Okay. If you want to climb up, most people I tell them not to leave this on here. That keeps kids from wanting to get up there and stuff.
Right.
All you have to do is push this button, and that comes off.
Oh, okay.
And you just raise it up, and it comes right off, and you can put it in your storage.
Okay. Nice.
The only time you really need it is if you gotta go up there, but it's nice not to have it be a temptation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See the jacks are down. Maybe you see that?
Yeah, I got it leveled right now. I'm gonna let you go through the whole sequence of leveling and stuff.
Cool.
You're gonna sit in the driver's seat and do all that.
Nice.
There's another storage compartment.
Okay.
This is the filter for the air. Okay.
Okay.
The compressed air.
Ah, okay. For the
Okay.
brakes and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Change that at least once a year.
Okay.
You know, and they can do that if you take it in for servicing.
Mhm.
Say, hey, change the filter for the air too.
Okay.
So. This is your big Onan 6500 watt.
Okay.
It'll run everything in this unit
Okay.
at one time.
Nice. Nice.
Now it runs off propane,
Yes.
okay? And you got a pretty good sized propane tank, so
Uh-huh.
you can run your generator, but it's real quiet. Well, I think I started it up for you that day.
Yeah, you did.
It's been serviced, got new filter, all that. Your oil drain's right here when you want to service it. You can do this yourself. Just open that little valve there out that drains the oil. You'll need one of those end cap filters to go in there and grab that filter, those small ones
Yes.
with a socket ratchet,
Okay.
and you can take that out. You can change that yourself.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to service your generator, that's, you know. But I would recommend using the Onan oil.
Okay.
Their oil is fabricated and specified for their generators.
You bet.
It'll keep them running a long time.
Okay.
And you can start it out here or you can start it inside.
Okay.
Either way.
That's for the this is the generator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Cold. And inside, you know, it's a little pump. That'll run your air conditioning, TVs, everything you can possibly think of.
Nice. So that's when you're not hooked to electricity. So we don't have a power source like electricity.
Or
That's
say you
producing.
stop at a truck stop and you want to have lunch and rest a little bit or something or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
You can start your generator up. You can
Mhm.
have your microwave running,
Mhm.
all that stuff.
Nice.
So. Tires have been completely inspected inside and out. They got about probably 4 to 5 more years on them.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
They got they're just about new tread. And the nice thing about this too is, that say for some reason you hit something in the road and it tore a tire up,
Uh-huh.
you can get a tire at any truck stop because it's the same exact tires they use on the semis.
Nice.
So you always know where you can buy tires.
Nice. Okay.
And these are Michelin's, which are probably the best tires you can have on a rig. This is your propane. You notice it doesn't have a lock on it. You cannot have a lock on propane.
Okay.
It's federal law.
Okay.
This is your regulator for the main, your furnace and your burners on your stove and all that stuff. Whenever you shut this off,
Uh-huh.
shut it all the way off or all the way open. Don't just crack it.
Okay.
Like some people, they'll come out and they'll just crack it and they, oh yeah, the stove lights. These stems are tapered and they will leak.
Okay.
You always leave it all the way open,
Okay.
all the way closed. This is the vapor, the liquid. This is vapor, this is liquid for your generator. This is the controls the fuel going to your generator.
Got it.
So,
Interesting.
and you can close that the same way, fully closed or fully open.
Okay.
Okay. This is where they fill it, the bleeder, all that.
You said they fill it.
You go into like Flying J up here has a LP fill station.
Okay.
They'll come out here and put a big hose on it. They'll start to pump.
I wouldn't do that.
No, you don't do that. You have to be certified to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you take it in someplace to have them fill it.
Okay. And how much does it hold?
It probably holds, I'm guessing, probably about 35 gallons.
Okay.
So it gives you a lot of propane. It gives you quite a bit of propane.
Okay.
And we've done a complete gas leak check on everything on this unit, and there's 0 gas leaks.
Okay.
It held. We measure it in water column. They call it water column.
Uh-huh.
11 and a half inches of water column. It held for like a half hour and didn't drop.
Okay.
This out here is your outside outlet. So say you're out under the awning
Nice.
and you want to, put a TV out here or something, whatever. You got outside outlet.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the access for maintenance on your refrigerator
Mm-hmm.
on the back side.
Mm-hmm.
You don't probably won't ever have to mess with that. This is that where you have your key. It's on your ring in there. It opens this up. This is where you can pour the bleach and fill the water tank manually.
Okay.
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 To sanitize it. Anytime.
So this-
Other than that,
Night before you said how much bleach?
I see about a half a cup.
half a cup.
Have a cup of bleach in there and then fill it with water all the way to the top.
That's cool because, like, in an emergency, you could fill it with buckets or whatever.
Oh, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
Or just take a funnel and pour
Sure.
those gallon jugs, or 5-gallon jugs in.
Absolutely.
You could do it in an emergency.
That's for the water tank. That's
Fresh water tank, yeah.
fresh water tank.
Mhm.
Fresh water.
And the thing is, I tell people when they're traveling, put at least a third of a tank, a quarter of a tank of water, keep it in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you're traveling, you might want to use the restroom or something like that,
Uh-huh.
That way you have water to do that. Not necessarily showers, but,
Uh-huh.
that type of thing. And up here's your outside entertainment system. You got 12-volt outlet, you got
Nice.
AC
Another
outlet,
plug.
all that stuff. And then this tank here is full of RV antifreeze. Okay, when you want to winterize it, and I'll show you inside how to do that.
Okay.
It has automatic system.
No kidding.
You don't have to take anything apart to
Nice.
winterize it.
Nice.
And I can explain everything how to do it. Okay.
That's cool.
We put a brand new water pump in because the water pump wasn't putting enough pressure out. So we
Okay.
put a brand new SureFlow pump in.
Okay.
So you're starting out with a new pump too.
Sweet.
So, and this is your tire tools. Heaven forbid you'd ever have to change one yourself. There's your spare. I would recommend using road service.
Yes.
I've changed these over the years on a semis and they're not fun. This right here is your manual open and close for your awning outside. Say you're outside, you don't want to go inside to open it.
Oh, okay.
Just hit the. That light's on.
Nice.
They said this thing gets pretty loaded.
That is
There
cool.
you go. And I would recommend putting it in on a windy day. Stuff like that. It also has a sensor on it. If for some reason the wind does get blowing real hard and you're not paying attention, or if it has
No,
a
it's like
downpour of rain,
Uh-huh.
it'll put itself away.
Oh, that's smart.
So that's pretty cool about that. Oh man. Hey, and then the rest. This is your exhaust for your furnace. I would recommend. You see the other people, they didn't do what they recommended. I would not lock this door open like this when you're using the furnace, because you shouldn't have the door open when you're using the furnace anyways.
Mm.
So, because that heat comes right out against the door.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for right now, I'll just. And that's pretty much. Now up front here is just all your relays, solenoids, all that stuff for
This door right here?
fuses and everything
Okay.
are up in here.
Okay.
It's got a key that locks that, and you can open it up.
Okay.
And it's got, you'll see the fuse panel. You take this big box out. It's got all kinds of fuses.
Okay.
Real easy to, and it also has the where they can service the jacks and stuff from the front.
Okay.
Here. Okay, now for the fun part.
For the fun part.
Yeah. This right here is your house batteries. We put 2 brand new Interstate 27 series deep cycle batteries.
Nice.
So you got, and you can even
I got
add
room for another
You
one.
got room for another battery if you want to add
Sweet.
one. You could with 3 batteries, if you didn't use a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
you could probably stay out for 2 weeks and not have to worry about charging your batteries.
You gotta be kidding me.
Because that solar would keep them trickle charged
Yeah.
during the day. And that just pulls up like this, and this goes up, and it locks.
Sweet.
This is where, say you're going to park it, I always turn the auxiliary battery off, so that way it won't drain. It shuts everything off, the lights and all that.
Okay.
And then you just turn it on by going like
And
that.
there's the
There's the awning
again.
right there.
Another switch.
Yeah.
How do you charge the batteries?
It charges automatically, like when you're plugged in, these charge, and when you're driving, they charge. It's got a interlocking system with diodes in it and everything in it.
And there's a trickle charge up there.
Yeah, there's a little solar panel on the roof
Yeah.
that trickle charges the battery, kind of tops it off. It won't, like if it was dead,
Yeah, yeah.
it would take a while to charge it up, but
Yeah.
it just kind of keeps it maintained.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
so you always have power.
So sweet.
Oh, come on up in.
All right. Let's do it. Oh man. Wow.
We're about a quarter of the way through.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Got a long way to go. A lot to talk
Hey, here's
about.
that thing I was telling you about. See your power consumption. It tells you how many amps you're using. You know, load meter, all that stuff. It has all the power status.
Okay.
And see, this is your air conditioning here. Now, when you turn it on, watch that jump, see?
Okay.
But that's how many amps your air conditioner runs,
Sweet.
which is not that much.
It's not that much.
No. Just when it first starts up.
Huh.
And then, of course, your heat's down here.
Uh-huh.
It takes a second for it to tell the
furnace
board to turn it on.
to kick on. Okay.
There it goes.
Nice.
And it's automatic ignition. You know, you can set the temperature wherever you want it. And we vacuumed all the vents out. And we did all the vents and vacuumed them and ran tubes up through them. So they're all nice and clean.
Uh-huh.
And you got your furnace. Hear it kick on?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm going to shut it off because we got the door open.
Sure. It feels good in here anyway.
Okay. Of course, this is your ceiling light. Turn on the ceiling light. They're all fluorescent.
Fluorescent.
12 volt fluorescent. This is your aisle light. It has little tiny lights at night that light up on the aisle.
Okay.
You can see where you're walking
Right.
in the middle of the night. And then you got your storage underneath.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn your lights on underneath for your storage.
Okay.
You get the lights come on under there. And then you got this light here. This is connected to the storage.
Got it.
Where are the storage lights? The ones that are outside?
They're up
in the-
underneath the compartments.
Yeah.
They got
Oh,
those
okay.
little lights
Yeah.
up under there, so you can see up under there.
So if you're going outside, you just hit that
Turn it
light.
on
you just
and
hit
then
that
it's on.
light, and what it does is it puts one light on here, and then you know that you got power. And then you go out and sometimes you can turn those lights off manually underneath. So if they're not on, just flip the switch and it's probably on.
And then to make sure, you can just turn it off.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
make sure you turn it off because you don't want to leave them on.
Yes.
Okay. Now your refrigerator, I got it on automatic. Anytime that you're plugged in to power or you got the generator running, it's going to run on electric.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
As soon as say we went out and unplugged that right now, it would switch over to gas and light itself.
Automatically.
You don't have to worry about remembering it. It'll do it automatically. I mean, you can manually put it on gas if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. Let it do its own thing.
Sure.
Now I just turned this on this morning when I came in. Let's see.
Cold.
You feel in there?
Yeah, I can feel it from here. Nice.
It's already froze. So, but yeah, I just leave it on automatic. That way, you know, you're assured. There's your, got a lot of room in there.
Sure. Absolutely.
So when it's just sitting at home, we're not traveling. So what do you do to turn it
Right
off?
here where it says on and off, you
Just
just
press
kick it off.
And then
And then I would open the doors, let them set open. You notice the doors don't fly back and forth because we're setting level because of the leveling system.
Right. That's why you
Okay.
But
want
leave
to
it
put
open,
light.
that way it keeps aired out.
Okay.
And, you know, my wife and I, when we used to travel, we used to put a little tiny box of baking soda in here. One of those ones that has the little perforations in it for refrigerators. And we'd set it back in the back because it kind of helps keep it fresh.
Yeah, that's true. And then
And if you want it colder than what this thermostat up here will say, you can move this little slide. I recommend not doing it because it's kind of preset, but you can, if you move it like closer to the top here, the refrigerator will get warmer. If you move it down, it'll get colder.
Okay.
So, but we got it set right at the optimum temperature right now. So, and we start them out on 5. I would say try round three when you start up. You can take and start out on 3. See how that does. Now it does take on an ammonia evaporative system. It takes about, once you change temperature, it takes about 8 to 12 hours to really make the effect. They're not like a household refrigerator, they got a compressor. So it takes a little while. I would try it at 3. If it's not quite cold enough, kick it up to 4.
Okay.
And
How
just
long
play.
do you turn it on, like before a trip?
If you were going
The day
on a trip,
before,
I would
or
turn it on the night before on
the day
electric.
before?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just turn it on the night before, and by the morning,
Mhm.
that thing will be cold,
Mhm.
and you put all your stuff in there, and
Okay.
you're ready to go.
Mhm.
This down here is your propane leak detector. We put a new one in because it wasn't, we don't trust them. So, and that detects any leaks in propane, because propane will go down low to the ground.
Right.
And you won't necessarily smell it if you're standing up, but that will.
Gotcha.
And this is a return air for your furnace,
Mhm.
and all that goes back in through there, back to the furnace. And you also got a return over behind the seat, so it flows pretty evenly.
Okay.
This, of course, is your push that button down. This is your pantry. You put all your stuff,
Are those
canned
for
goods,
spices
whatever.
or jars, I guess?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is made to hold little jars of spices, stuff like that. And that'll flip up and it locks.
Locks, yeah. Okay.
And coming down this side, of course, you got your shower light, which is in there, and your main light here.
Okay.
And that should be. What do I got off? There we go. Now, what'd she do with that? Because I had it on yesterday.
The light here is turning on when you
Oh.
flickered. Oh, there it goes. Now you just have.
Yeah,
Which button is which?
this one here.
Okay.
I was flipping the wrong one. That's the trouble with having so darn many different units. Remember the problem we had with this door? And it was hanging, you had to lift up on it to close it and everything. I found out the guy that owned this place put this in himself and he didn't know what he was doing. So I had to take everything completely out of here and redo it and recut it. Now I got it to where it's nice and even.
Gotcha. I do remember that. It wasn't hanging right.
Yeah, you had to kind of
Yeah.
play with it to get it closed, and then you had to
Right.
yank on it to get it open. Well, now I put magnetic strips in there,
Nice.
holds it shut. So,
Sweet.
and I've sealed the back of these supports with putty tape and sealer, so you don't have to worry about water leaking out.
Okay.
So it's all been done. we did a little bit of work on this thing, but we want to make sure it was right. And of course, you got your bed back here, everything. Got your TV here. It might even pick up something, I don't know. Coming on.
Every 10 minutes.
Box 14.
Life Alert
Sweet.
is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I
So
would.
this is by antenna?
Yeah, that's just
reception?
antenna there, yeah. And this is for the DVD,
Okay.
this control. And you also have your other air conditioning back here. If you don't want to run the front one, you can close this door and turn the back one. And let's see, got that, got that. This is your electrical panel. It's got all your breakers and stuff in there. Okay. Like I said, the 12-volt fuses are up in front under that front hood that opens. That's where all your 12-volt stuff is. This is all your 110 right here.
Okay.
And you got all your breakers right here. That shuts it off, that turns it on. They're all labeled right there. These are those little lights I was telling you about, see? When you
The
turn them
aisle
on,
lights.
little tiny light down on the floor,
Yes.
so you don't,
Run into stuff.
and you got your overhead light.
Okay.
And you can adjust these whatever you want. You know, you can open them.
It's like the car.
You can turn them. You know, adjust them whichever direction you want. Like if one of you is cold, the other one's hot, you can turn all of them this way. And of course, you got your closets in here on both sides. You got reading lamps over the bed.
Sweet.
And you got the high intensity lamps where you can move them around wherever you want them.
Nice.
You got plenty of light.
What kind of lamps are they?
These are
in that?
12 volt. These are all 12 volt. See, they're designed so you can use the system when you're not hooked
Yeah.
to power or you don't have the generator on. You still have light and everything.
Right.
That's why they design them that way.
Right.
And you got
Can you move the storage? Just curious how much. Okay.
It's a lot.
yeah, you got quite a bit of
It's
storage
huge.
up there.
Jeez.
And there's a little tiny bit of storage under the bed, okay, but not a lot. See, you got a little tiny bit you could put on top of that engine box. Like extra, say you put those plastic things with extra blankets, stuff like that, you could store under there. And of course you got your windows operate right here. So you just close them like that. Now an emergency, say you had to get out of here in a hurry, just open this, boom, and you can make your jump down there.
All right.
Or you can jump out and go get a ladder for her. But just pull them shut like that and lock them down.
Okay.
That's all you have to do. And you got your, so your 110, you got 12 volts. Say you have some, you want to just charge a cell phone or you have something that runs off 12 volt, you can plug it in like a cigarette lighter right there. It's got 12 volt.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And it's got the 110 and also it has a phone connection for landline if anybody still has one. And all that. So this is, you know, this is probably one of the nicest units I think we've got in lately. It's been taken care of. You know, people really took care of it. I readjusted this door. It's a lot smoother now than it was the last time you were here.
Yes. Yeah, that's nice.
And then you got your, this you snap on here to keep it from
Flopping around.
going back and forth when you're going down the road. And then you got your closet. Good sized closet.
Oh wow. Hey, I wonder, does that have hookups in it?
It doesn't have hookups, but the water lines are down behind this box here. You can tap into them. You could put a washer and dryer in here.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, if you take that access panel off, you'll see water lines under there.
Nice.
And all you have to do is just get the fittings for them, bring them up to the washer and dryer.
So
Or
is
take
the-
it someplace and have them done.
Would the floor need to be reinforced?
No. It's already solid.
Nice.
They're designed. And see, what they would do is you'd have to use the, this one would have to be the all-in-one because you don't have the depth like you would unless you take this out.
Right.
You'd have to take the bar and take the shelf out to get the stacked ones.
That's all we would need is one.
But you get the all-in-one,
yeah.
they put a shelf across there,
Yeah.
and then it sets on there.
Yep.
So
That is cool.
Do you get them special?
you have to
For
order
this,
them.
because they have
Well,
to be-
you can sometimes get them from Sears. They're called apartment washers, all-in-one washers. But just measure before you order one from Sears. You probably can get a little cheaper from Sears than you could buying it from an RV place. A lot cheaper probably. But you can get them. Yeah. And they're good for small loads, you know.
Yeah.
A few things you want to do. Most people, what my wife and I always did, we'd always just get our laundry together and we swing into a laundromat or a truck stop that has a laundry. We just do it all at once, get it back in the unit and go. You know, it's just a lot easier. She put new knobs on here because those glass knobs were broke. So she put new knobs on here.
Okay.
For this, do I have to be reclamped?
You can. They don't need to be really.
don't need to?
But you can if you want it for beautification. You know.
Okay, because I wasn't sure in case water.
Yeah, you'd have to be
Escape
careful.
into
You
there.
know, splashing water up around, but it's pretty deep sink, so you don't really. Here's the pump kicked off automatically. Here's the water pump there. And this is your water heater. You flip that on. wait a few seconds, you'll hear it like, hear it take off.
Yeah.
That's your water heater. You don't have to, and if there's a problem, say for some reason it blows out or it's not igniting, this pilot out will say, come on. Okay?
Mm.
So you turn that on before, and then this one when you use it, or?
Yeah, you would want to use the water pump, you know, if you're not hooked up to city water.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this is
Let
when
me
it's
squeeze
hooked
by
up.
you here.
Yeah, this is when it's hooked up or pump on, either one. The water heater works on both pressures.
Okay.
You can run on the pump or you can run on the city water. And then when you're traveling, or like I said, you don't need it all the time,
Right.
just shut it off. And then you got your,
Nice.
see, it doesn't make that much noise.
Nice.
It kind of lulls you to sleep.
So that you
Wait,
only use it
So
when
there's a
you're
diesel
stuck.
generator too?
No, it's a LP.
That's the LP. Okay, I gotcha.
So
Okay,
for
'cause it
when
says
we're
diesel.
traveling,
They're,
that
the
doesn't.
nameplates they put in here are diesel generator, because most
I
times
was
you
like,
have
what?
a diesel generator in them.
Yeah.
But this one was ordered with a LP, so they just didn't
Sweet.
change the data plate. That's all.
Okay.
So
Very, very nice.
And then this tells you how full
yeah.
it is.
Now see, I just rinsed them this morning, so they might show something in them. Yeah. See, they're going down. They're drying. They're starting to dry. It tells you how much LP you got: fresh water, gray water, black water, and it tells what your battery condition is. It tells you
So
about,
this is saying it's almost full with black.
well, about half, or about a third actually. It's a third full, but it hasn't dried completely because I had it full this morning flushing it.
You were flushing
And
it.
see, those sensors work off when the water's on them. They ground, and when they get grounded, the light comes on. That's how they work.
Got it.
And sometimes toilet paper will stick to them. You'll get like this first light. You won't have a light there, but you'll have a third light, and you won't have a light on the fourth light for the full. You know, because there might be some toilet paper or something stuck on the sensor.
Yes.
And that's when you use that flush, like I told you when you're dumping. That helps rinse a lot of that stuff off.
Yes.
But I had flushed it just before you guys got here,
Okay.
because I wanted to make sure everything was, good on it. And lift up on your drawers when you pull them out. See, it's got a little notch there on a roller. And that way they lock. They won't fall out on you. This is your little storage. You can put spices or whatever. It's a fully adjustable shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's a
then
nice
you
microwave.
got your drawers here. This is just an access panel to get back into the water lines for the toilet, stuff like that. It's just an access panel. You know, so there's screws holding it shut.
And that's a storage right there on the left.
This is
Access.
storage, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay.
And so you got an outlet here, all that. You got, see that test and reset.
Yeah. So if the thing doesn't
And
work,
little,
and it should
little
be,
spice things here too on there.
if the receptacle isn't working and it should be working, like you have the, it's plugged in. Just check.
Yeah,
that little
something
button.
happens, say something is grounded out or something, it's got a default, or that ground fault, just like a house does.
Yeah.
This has got the real stone countertops. This is one of the first models they come out with using this stuff.
Corian.
Yep. And then they're heavy too. Of course you got your stove. The only thing this doesn't have is the oven, because you got the convection oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's got microwave convection.
Very nice.
So, kind of cool. Like I say, watch your fingers when you come down, because this is heavy. And they give you extra working space. Plus you got your cutouts here. Now, we had a small leak around here in the faucet, so we put a new faucet in.
Wow.
It's got all brand new faucet.
Sweet.
It's just, we don't like to take chances, a few months down the road, all of a sudden it just decides to spray. So with the water the way it is around this area,
Mm-hmm.
they eat up stuff like that fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we went ahead and changed it out.
And this is what for hot
That's a
water,
drink.
or
No, that's a
what is that
drinking
for?
water thing. But
Oh.
the customer that had this, they stopped using it because it clogged up so much with the water. So they disconnected it. What I did is, if you ever want to hook it back up, I went ahead and put a new line here, and there's a plug on your main water line here.
Yes.
So if you ever want to hook it back up, the line's there.
I got
so
you.
you can hook it back up if you ever want to.
I see it.
I could not find the glass that goes in here, and he couldn't find it either. He threw it away, I guess. So,
Okay.
but I left that in there to show you how everything hooks up. It's got the small line that goes up to the there.
Okay.
So, around here they just the water is so terrible.
It's hard.
You know,
Hard
it's
water.
so hard water. You spend more time maintaining those things than you do anything else.
It's not worth it.
So I just wanted to put the plug in there so you'd see where everything goes. So if you ever did want to put it in, you wouldn't have to go through all this rigmarole trying to figure out how to hook it up.
So
Okay.
it's better to get water that's by water.
We always buy bottled water, you know,
Yeah.
and I just like bottled water better. And
Yeah.
we store it, you know,
Yeah.
you put it in the fridge, whatever. So,
With a water filter thing.
and you got your very own napkin holder, comes with it.
What is that? Oh, napkins.
So then you got storage up over here, lots of storage.
It's beautiful.
Got cup hooks. You want to put cups up in there?
Nice.
So when you start the stove,
Uh-huh.
what do you have to do anything
Oh.
before that, like?
So make sure your gas is on, of course. You know,
Okay.
your gas is probably going
So-
on. What you do is just turn it to where it says light. Click the clicker. You don't have to light it with a match or anything. It's got a little striker here. Kind of like a barbecue
So
grill.
that you
So that's like a safety mechanism for like kids.
Yeah.
You can't just turn
See,
it on.
they could turn it on. They'd get gas, but you'd smell it, and the
Yeah.
alarm would go off. But you just turn the clicker to turn it on.
Okay.
so it's two process.
Yeah,
Turn
you got
the
to turn
thing
it
and
on
then
to light,
turn the
and then
clicker.
turn that.
Okay.
Because it's got little piezo igniters on all the burners.
Okay.
So you don't have to sit there and try to, light the burner. But like I said, if the kids turn that valve on for some reason, and this right here is to help protect bumping up against it and turning the valve on by accident. Okay? That's what this bar's for. It just goes in one direction.
One
Yeah. Just keep turning.
Ah,
Little piezo igniter, kind of like on a barbecue.
it's cool.
You know. But yeah, if something happens, somebody turned that on, that gas would drop, and that thing would squall like a banshee. It'd be loud.
Just open up the window.
It'll wake you up. Guarantee it'll wake you up. So, and then this. Oh, by the way, I put together. While I'm thinking of it, I put together a file system here. It's got everything on your jacks, your chassis, generator set, everything. You know, all kinds of books on this coach.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not sure of something, you can look through the book,
It's
the
in
file,
Okay.
and if you're still not sure, you call me.
Okay.
I'll walk you through on the phone.
Okay.
I don't care how many months out it is. If you're a year out and you forget something, you can still call me, and I'll walk you through.
Okay.
And it also has a book on the microwave. That's what made me think of that. Because
Changing?
me and these fancy microwaves, we don't get along good together. So, but most of the stuff is pretty easy. It's a Sharp, which is nice because if you ever need service on it, you can get it from Sharp. It's a good model. But everything is in there. It does work. Maria had it working. She has one at home, so she knows how to use all that stuff. So, But the book is in there on the microwave.
That's cool. 'Cause it has the.
Yeah, it has the
450.
fast settings, your temperature settings,
See that? That's
all that.
nice.
So you can, roast stuff in there.
Yeah. Chickens and.
And you don't have the heat involved with the oven.
Yeah.
I like the regular drawer space, more storage
Yeah.
space than having an oven. Because how often do most campers, we get a lot of them in that
Yeah.
are 10 years old. The oven looks brand new. They never used it.
They never used it.
They used it for storage. They had stuff in
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely.
This right here opens up for your, you put stuff under the sink for your sponges, stuff like that, brushes, and it closes right back up in. You got storage under the sink. Lots of storage. And this table, if you ever want it to go down, okay, it's got,
You spilled my water bottle.
Sorry. Sorry, honey.
here, I'll get it. There we go. There we are.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you ever want to put this down, you have to move these cushions out. This will make into a bed.
Yes.
Okay? You got these little, see this little loop bar here? What it does, you bring this up, okay? You got to flip that little lever. It comes up like that. This pulls out. If I can get it to pull out. You got to go up higher there. And then it comes down, folds down into the, and sets on these boards down here for a bed.
Yes.
And then when you're done with it, you just bring it all the way back up again, lift up, go like that, bring this out till it locks. There.
Yes.
And then you got your table.
Yep.
Most people never use them for a bed, but. And
It's
she went
possible.
through all the blinds, restrung them. Some of them were, the strings were frayed. She's a wizard at it. I can never have the patience to do that. She sits there and threads all those new strings through all those blinds and gets them level. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. She's good at it. But yeah, it's got the new blinds, strings in them, so that you got your nighttime and your daylight. You pull the daylight down first, then the blackout ones come down after. And you have to do them in the reverse order. Put the blackout ones up first, and then the daylight ones, so they won't move. So, but this thing's pretty well equipped.
It is.
You got storage under here too, under the seats.
Yep.
So you got more storage.
And then this would pull out also this.
That pulls out to a.
Big couch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think this one's ripped up like that, and it pulls out. I gotta take all these cushions off first, but it kind of flips down like almost like a clamshell type bed. And this right here, the remote for this front TV didn't work, so we bought a universal, and I finally got it programmed last night to see if it still works.
Center it in the cell.
Yeah.
Make sure 2 nodes are underground and give it a light squeeze. And that will make
Now, if you ever want to put a flat screen in here, all you'd have to do is just get your measurements. You can take, there's 2 screws. There's a screw on each side here underneath and up on the side. This will come out. You can take that TV out, that state-of-the-art TV with the tube. And take it out, and you can put a flat screen in there.
All right.
And you can, make it the size whatever.
Okay.
Because it's got a heavy enough mount up here, you can mount them. It's solid.
Okay.
It's a solid mount. Now this does have, I'll warn you right now, if you're watching TV and you get in and you start it and put it in gear, the TV will go out. Because it's got an interlock, so the driver can't watch TV. It was a law years ago that they had to make interlocks on them.
Okay.
So if anybody riding with you wants to watch TV, they got to go back to the bedroom.
Got it.
Or disconnect the interlock.
Got it.
So, and of course you got your swivel seats. That seat has to move a little bit. You can swivel this seat all the way around. So you can face that way. You can have this seat move around, face that way.
Yeah.
So it's, it's kind of comfortable, especially if you're sitting there and you're enjoying company or something like that. You can have 2 extra seats.
Yep.
And this right here is a little desk thing. When you're sitting here, you can work on the desk. This has your registration, by the way. The plates are on it now.
Okay.
And this is your registration. We got it all in there. That slides in. You got your air conditioning and heat in the front. I know for a fact that this unit will do 75 mile an hour, so I've tested it.
What's the best speed to go?
I'd say
you're not gonna
65.
65 is good.
If you're doing 65, it's an easy, smooth speed. You're not eating up a lot of fuel, and you got more control of it. But you're going to find with the air suspension, your control is going to be real nice. It just stays right with the road. It doesn't like hit a bump and it doesn't wander. You would think something this heavy would shift around,
Yeah.
but that air suspension makes it nice and smooth ride.
Sweet.
So, are you ready for the fun stuff?
I am.
Okay. Get in the driver's seat.
There you go.
It's your turn now.
Let's do it. Oh, I've always wanted to do this.
Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to release the jacks. Okay.
Release the jacks.
Yep. Go ahead and turn the key on. Wait for your start light to come on. Just go ahead and turn the key to the on. Don't try to start it yet. Just turn it on. You'll see. See, it says wait to start. This engine hasn't been started in 24 hours, so it's cold. See, it's waiting to start. It's got preheaters on the engine. Now, turn the crank and crank it. See how it warms the diesel fuel up so it starts right away. Okay, now down there in that little box down there underneath, you'll see where it says the jack stuff, up and down and all that stuff. Hit the on button.
On.
See where it says on up there in the left-hand corner? Down underneath.
Okay.
See where it says on?
Uh-huh.
Hit that.
Okay.
Now hit store, right below it. That
Wow.
will hold the jacks up.
I felt it.
And see those 4 lights in the corners of those lights?
Yes.
That's the jacks that are down. As they go up and store, those lights will, all those lights will go out.
Yeah, I can feel it.
But see, right now it's telling you jacks are still down over here. It's still telling you that.
Okay.
Now, if you forget the jacks, say you get in it and start out and you're in a hurry,
Uh-huh.
the second you put it in gear, boom, the jacks come up.
Okay.
They will come up. Now see, the front 2 jacks are already up all the way.
Yes.
The lights went out.
Uh-huh.
The back ones are going to be slower because they were down more.
Okay.
And what it is it's a bleed system. They got springs that pull them back up.
Okay.
It just takes a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that one's up now.
Mm-hmm.
Now one more to go. And this light will go out as soon as all 4 jacks are up.
Mm-hmm.
We're slow. They're a lot sloped this way, so that back corner one was way down. There it goes.
Yeah.
Now see, this light went out.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, see the little picture of a bunny rabbit down there
Yes.
next to the off?
Yes.
Hit the bunny rabbit. That's going to inflate your airbags, bring your air system up there. In a few seconds after the compressors are kicked in, you'll notice it'll start
I feel it.
raising. It'll start raising.
Yeah.
The front usually raises first, then the back.
Interesting.
You always want to make sure you do that, because if you don't, you'll know right away when you start down the road, because you'll feel like you're riding on a lumber wagon, because you're on the frame.
Yeah. Nice.
We put a brand new tack in it because the tack wasn't working,
Yeah.
so it's got a new tack, and we also put a new engine computer in it because it was giving false readings to the air pressure.
Yeah.
It wasn't accurate,
Uh-huh.
so we ordered a brand new computer. It's a computer box that goes back on the engine that controls all the stuff. So we put a new computer in it.
Nice.
And we also did that oil seal in the back
Yes.
and resealed the whole pan and everything. It's all
Okay.
done.
So a lot of that stuff, how long will it last before, if it ever needs replaced?
Oh shoot, that sealed oil pan, probably you're gonna be able to put 100,000 miles on it probably before it goes again. 80 to 100.
Man, I can hear that diesel whistling. I can hear it. Nice.
Yeah, they say it's 85% power under full load with the weight of the drivetrain. You're getting 85% of your power
Uh-huh.
on the road, which is really high. Percentage. I'm glad we had it dynoed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see the bags are slowly coming up. And of
How
course,
long does it take when you start everything until you get on the road? How many minutes will it
I'd
take?
say you got to give it at least 5 minutes, you know, to get everything aired up and leveled, with the
Mhm.
bags to level themselves and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they come up slow. They're real slow. And usually what I tell people to do if they're getting ready to go while they're putting everything else away and stuff, go ahead and start it, get the jacks
Right,
up,
right.
start hitting the rabbit down there and get the bag started to go. So by the time you got everything buttoned down, ready to go,
Yeah.
you're ready to drive. And if you don't have them completely full when you start taking off down the road, they'll still continue.
Okay. Yeah, so that little yellow light went out now.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then what you do is you just hit the, see the light went out because that means
Yep.
the bags are fully inflated.
Uh-huh.
And now, when you're going to stop, you know, you got to push the brake in to release the park brake.
Okay.
You got to have your foot on the brake before you release that because it doesn't have a park in it.
It's gonna make that noise like
Yeah.
Nice. I
So
love
you
that.
push that in, it's hard to push in. That releases the maxis and stuff on the brakes. That's what your park is.
Nice.
And then when you stop, you just put your foot on the brake, hold your foot on the brake, and pull that out. And it locks. Just like a truck.
Just like a truck.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, shut your engine off.
Okay, shut the engine off.
Just turn it up straight up. Okay, now turn away to the left on accessory.
Uh-huh.
Now, just hit the start button again, the on button on that jack. It'll dump the bags. The top left there.
On.
Yep. That dumps your bag down before you put your jacks up.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Right, because the jacks would have to work against
See, when
that
the
height.
jacks come up,
Yeah.
you don't want your bags
Right.
expanded because it puts too much force on them.
Right.
You want them
Nice.
to track. Now see the bags are all deflated?
Yes.
Now you can hit up or down. See, you're showing you're a little bit low on the left, on the right side.
Yes.
Okay, hit the up arrow on the right side there.
Hit the up arrow.
Right side, no,
I'm
right
sorry.
side. Yeah,
Okay.
hit the up arrow. Just hold it down. You'll see the jacks come down.
Wow.
And it'll keep going till that light goes out.
Okay.
And that means you're level. Then bring your other
Oh.
jack down to equalize it. Then you'll have all 4 jacks down. The light tells you whenever your light's on front, back, side to side, that shows you where you're low at.
Low.
So you want to do the, raise it up on that side until the light, and then if you go up this way and then the front one comes on, raise the front jacks up a little bit.
Got it.
It raises both jacks at the same time.
Got it.
Then you'll be perfectly level.
Got it.
Real simple. Now when you're shifting, like you back up
So
or
it's not
whatever,
an auto level.
you can hit auto level if you. This one, I don't know. If this one has the auto. I don't think it does. No,
Okay.
no, it doesn't. This is a
So
manual.
okay, but that's
Yeah.
easy enough.
But you just look at your
Yeah.
lights and you can tell if you're level or not.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can hit store again, and then I'll bring them back up.
Okay.
Now, when you're driving, you'll be in neutral. Okay. When you put it in gear, you just hit the drive button. Okay. That puts you in drive. Right here. Now, when you're switching gears, like say you stop and you want to back up, always push it to neutral first.
Okay.
You'll hear the solenoids click, then put it in reverse,
Okay.
because they're air shifting solenoids. You don't want to go from one to the other. Sometimes it won't go all the way, and you'll have to hit it again to get it to go into gear.
Okay.
It's just the way the pneumatic transmissions work.
Okay.
And say you're on the road and you need to gear down a little bit, a little tiny bit, you can go up and down with your gears. It'll tell you what gear you're in right here. See, like when you're,
I see what you're saying. Like if you're going up a hill and
see, when you're going up the hill,
Yeah.
see you're in neutral,
yeah.
that puts the jacks up too.
Uh,
So you're in 6, you
automatically.
can go down to 5, 4, 3, see?
Yep.
And you can go into your mode. And then you can go back up. Or you can hit drive again. And it goes right back to 6.
What is all this?
The transmission.
That's
shifting.
yeah. That's the shifting, babe.
Yep. And you got power shades. Oh, the sun's in your eyes.
Man, oh man, that is sweet.
And you have side shades too. Right here.
Where was that at?
There's
right
2
here.
buttons right on each side of the column.
Okay.
And then these, you just click them like a regular. They go right back up.
Nice. If the sun's all
And then you
crazy
got your, of
over
course,
here.
your curtain that goes all the way around. Both sides come together in the windshield, and it blocks out the whole front. And of course you got your regular shades up here that you can put down if you want.
Very nice.
This was an add-on option.
Pretty sweet. Okay, that makes sense.
And of course, when you're driving, you can turn this for your input. Okay, you can hit your power. And that'll show what's behind your coach, right there. That's an automatic. That's manual. So if you're driving down the road, and you want to see how your car's doing, going behind you. You can turn that on to see how your car's doing back there. And also, if you have it, and hit the R on reverse there. And then you got your volume adjustment. You can listen to somebody back there talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Outside?
Out in the back. Like if somebody's trying to guide you, and you can hear them say, "Come on back more, come on back more," or something like
Nice.
that. You know. Then you got your contrast, your bright. Okay, you got your day and night.
What? Get out of here.
Got day and night.
Oh, you can run a generator from here too.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can start it from here too.
I think you hit it by accident. It was
Yeah, yeah. And then your auxiliary fans.
Yeah.
You got here, but the key has to be on.
Okay.
That's low.
You would need a little air, Vicky.
And those are nice too. If you don't want to put the polar frost on, you can turn them a little bit to fog the windows and stuff like that. Just like the trucks. All the trucks have those. And let's see, we got that.
Nice.
I gotta check the antenna. It tells you when your antenna's up. That's what that bright light is over there. It says check antenna.
Okay.
Now, it should sense it when you start up. There it goes. Antenna's down. It doesn't let you forget. You know how quick it starts up all it.
Oh yeah.
Got plenty of power. And of course there's your mirror controls there for your adjustment. That back switch is your mirror heat if you ever need it. If it's fogged up on you or something, to turn that on. That's your mirror on both sides will adjust to your preference.
Okay.
And you can adjust them one way, she can adjust them another way when she's driving. Any questions so far?
No.
And all your goodies are up here. Your speaker selection source, you got radio or TV for your speaker system. So, and you got front TV, you got satellite, antenna, VCR, cable, and the rear, all that. You have the rear TV down here. It's got all these adjustments. You can turn a DVD on up here if you're watching it and hit DVD in the back, and the picture will go to the back.
Okay.
I think they have some manuals.
Yeah, I showed them the manuals.
The owner left the manuals.
Yeah, yeah.
The people that are here for the Freedom Spirit. So
The 1 o'clock people.
I want to give him an idea of how much they.
Okay. The slide out switch is that one right here. See where it says extend and retract?
Okay.
Hit retract on the bottom. And we'll push it right into it now. Just go ahead and push it. There you go.
Oh.
That's it. When you hear the pump kick down like that, it's in.
Okay.
You still have plenty of room to use
That's
it
what I was
while you're
about to
going
say.
down the road.
It's still pretty big.
Yeah, you still can, have plenty of use when you're traveling. You don't have to put the slide out.
That's a car horn.
Yeah.
I saw a big. I think it has a. Doesn't it have a truck horn?
No, the big Ambassador has. It has the big air horns.
Okay.
But you can put those on. There you go. See, some places they have the big diesel horns on them. They also have to have city horns. They call city horns because they won't let you blow them in the city.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sweet. I'm scared.
So,
I'm scared to drive.
you ready to drive?
Oh my god. Yeah, I guess
Put
so.
this down for you here.
I'm ready to drive.
Turn it off. Is it recording?
When you winterize, I'll get over on this side so you can see. There's two switches down here. One says bypass, okay? One says winterize. The bypass, that bypasses your water heater, so you won't put any antifreeze in it. Okay, and you can drain it.
Yes.
This other one turns the solenoid on, so when you turn the pump on,
Yes.
it pumps out of that antifreeze tank instead of out of the freshwater tank. And it goes right through the faucets. You wait till you get pink in your faucets and it's done.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
Okay.
You don't have to get out and take anything apart or anything. You just do it all right from there.
Okay.
Just got to make sure you put antifreeze in that tub.
Yes. I'm ready to drive. Here we go.
These are your fog lamps here. Those ones on the bottom. They'll only work on low beam.
Okay.
Okay, when you put them on high beam, they go out just like on a regular truck.
Why?
So you don't blind, when you go by.
Okay.
And then this right here, say you left your headlights on, screwed up and you left it on. This momentary auxiliary start,
Yes.
it'll take power from your coach batteries here
Yes.
and jump them over to your start batteries to get you started.
Okay.
Just have to push it like that and
Okay.
it jumps them over. It's like putting jumper cables on them without having to get out.
Sweet.
Okay. Okay, I took the brake off. We're in neutral. Hit reverse. And away we go. This thing does turn sharp. So you can make some pretty good turns. And that's what I said, go to neutral. Here it shift out of neutral.
Yes.
Into neutral. Then you hit drive. And you feel it go into gear.
Sweet.
And you can tilt this wheel up and down
Yeah.
comfortably. Just remember wide turns, you kind of watch your mirror and then make your turn. See, it turns pretty sharp. Because you're sitting right over the wheels.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Right.
And then you stop. Always put it in neutral first. Wait till you hear that go into neutral. That locks your maxi brakes.
Okay.
And you're locked. If for some reason you blow an airline and you lose air in the rear,
Yes.
those brakes will lock.
Okay.
So it's a safety feature.
Okay.
So if you lose brakes and I don't have brakes, boom, you're gonna lock.
Okay.
And it's gonna come bring you to a stop real fast.
Okay.
So okay?
Yep.
So you're all set to rock and roll.
All right.
I'm sorry it took so long to get everything done, but
It's all
we
good.
wanted it right,
Yes.
you
It is right.
We wanted it right.
Appreciate it.
I was hoping, it wasn't too long. We just wanted to make sure you were going to be happy with it.
Wife is calling me. Thank you, sir. Much
You got
appreciated.
my card, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Thank you very, very
All
much.
right. You take care now. Remember, all your books are right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have fun.
Yes, sir. It's not on. It's not on empty. It's not on empty. No, there's plenty of gas in there. You want to stop at the? It's plenty of gas.
Wow. Well, I don't know that much gas.
You
So
have
do I follow you or what?
you have plenty of gas.
Where do I follow you? I'm on E. The light is
You don't
on.
have to follow me. Just go to a gas station and get a little bit of gas. You have plenty.
I don't even know where the nearest one is.
Straight, take a right, go down 10.
So you're going your own way or am I following?
You don't have to follow me.
You're going your own way or are you staying on 10?
I'm gonna stay on 10.
Bye.
Bye. Woohoo! All right, so we're ready. We are ready. I'm a little nervous. My first time driving this bad boy. Let's do it. I've driven big vehicles before. Nothing quite as big as this. But I should be alright, I think. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Alright, brake is released. Let's do it. Drive. Take your time. Keep an eye out. Plan ahead. Think ahead. With big vehicles. Look ahead, think ahead, plan ahead. Don't rush. It's not a car. Feels good. I mean, it's just huge. Feels solid. Alright. I'm about to merge with I-10. I-10 East. Second. Get up a little bit of speed. Oh, don't go in front of me, car. Alright, good. Turn signal. Got a beep. What was that beep? Oh, beeping signal. Accelerate. Merge. Woo! Handle's good. It's just big. The other thing you got to get used to with a large vehicle is that you feel like you're in the left, like I'm in the right lane right now, obviously, going 65, but I feel like I'm in the left, you know, you're up so high, it appears as if I'm in the left lane a little. So you just got to remember that it's just an illusion, and look in your mirror to give you a clue as to where you are in the lane, which is I'm right in the middle right now. 65. I've got a quarter tank of diesel. I've got about a 20-minute drive, I guess. So I can feel the wind. Pushing, you know. Oh no, the wind's not that strong, but I can feel the breeze moving the coach a little bit. A little, not much. It's just pretty steady. You know, it's not a car. It's a motorhome. Going 60, just cruising along in the right-hand lane. I'm in 6th gear. Good downshift, I guess. So the first thing I'm noticing is that when I see traffic on my left, because of the illusion that it appears that I'm in the left lane, I want to move over to the right. You don't have to. I'm in the middle of the lane from looking in the mirror. I can tell I'm right in the middle. So when I look over there, I'm fine. So I give myself a room here. Guy kind of cut me off in the car. Made me a little nervous. I just want to make sure I know what's around me. I do the same thing on a motorcycle. just want to be aware of what's happening. Because you don't have as much time to plan or to stop or whatever, because obviously it's a bigger vehicle. I think this thing's like 20,000 pounds. I can't believe I did this. This has been a long process. It's been about a year since I've been seriously looking at a mobile home, a home on wheels, looking at all types of options, trailers, fifth wheels, what do you call them, travel trailers, motorhomes. I have a very, very small travel trailer that I can pull behind my minivan. Effectively, it can serve as a guest room. We live in a house right now. We have a nice house. But we're going to be moving out of it soon. And into this, I think I made a pretty good choice. Diesel pusher, used, it's 14 years old. It's obviously got some faults, but the depreciation has been taken out of this vehicle. And I'm thrilled to death with that. I think this vehicle was about $140,000 new, I believe. It has a lot of nice options on it. Everything works. The dealer was fantastic to work with. I got them to fix a lot of different things that were, that weren't correct on the vehicle, on the coach, and I think I got a pretty good deal. The other thing is, because it's used and because it's 14 years old, like, I don't feel I won't feel touchy about, getting this thing banged up a little bit. It has little scratches and nicks, dings and dents. That doesn't bother me one bit, because that Cummins 350 behind me is a smoker. That thing is a killer. So the engine, the transmission, all the things that matter on a coach are in perfect working condition. I'm thrilled to death with that. I just can't believe I actually did this. I mean, like, I cannot believe this is real. I'm actually driving my dream. Driving. It's crazy. That's crazy. It's a little intimidating. I've never done this before, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. The only thing I know how to do is drive it. I mean, I got a nice walkthrough, so that helps, but I've never done it before. Until I do this a few times and not screw it up or screw it up, my confidence is, I just gotta learn it. It's a home on wheels. I was, up until very recently, I wanted to get small, and then when I really thought about it, and the reason why I wanted to go small is because so much flexibility in terms of being able to sleep anywhere you want. You can go faster. The fuel mileage is fantastic in a smaller vehicle. I'm talking like 21, 22 feet. But ultimately decided, you know what? This has enough flexibility in terms of being able to go anywhere we want, do it